2018. And it begs the question to me, what do we take seriously in this country? So hefty fines and jail time if you go.
So to actually be able to see it today was really a moment for life.
And the award goes to.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Rihanna Recipe. Now today's video is not necessarily a recipe about food or anything lifestyle in particular. It's a video more about respect, awareness, and experience, because I did something that I think that every Trini should do at least one time in their life. And if you're wondering what the heck am I talking about, I am talking about turtle watching. I went turtle watching with my family, which is something that I wanted to do for the longest while. I wanted to do this since I was a child. It wasn't just about to watch the turtles, right? I don't know what I expected going into this, right? But it wasn't just about going to watch the turtles. I ended up leaving with such a profound experience and so much information. Listen, those turtles, those leatherback turtles that I saw, are a testament to God's divine design. Trust me. Now, you can't tell me that God isn't real, and you can't tell me that Jesus Christ is real. Believe me, right? And those turtles and the journey, learning about their journey, to me was just a testament of that. But I don't want to be too spiritual, right? This video isn't about that. This video is meant to be more informative. There are several nesting sites across Trinidad and Tobago, but my family and I, we've decided to go to Las Cuevas because the more popular sites like Toco, Matura, those places were just too far for us, seeing that we were coming from south, right? So we decided to stop on the short, and we paid for a guided tour facilitated by the Las Cuevas Eco-Friendly Association, which is led by, well, in my opinion, I think that they are led by tour guides Arlene and Simba. Yeah. This group in particular, they run tours annually from March to August, giving visitors the chance or the opportunity to safely and respectfully go and view the turtles that are nesting. All right, so without trying to be too political as well, right? I just want to make mention of something that I learned that to me, it just doesn't sit right with me. And that is, these groups are supposed to be funded and supported by the government. And that is not happening. And according to an article that I read, because I actually did go and do a little bit of research to back up the information that I learned that night when I went on the beach, right? And to my surprise, these groups have not received any kind of funding or support from the government since 2018. And it begs the question to me, what do we take seriously in this country? Animals that are supposed to be protected, and we don't have government funding, we don't have any kind of support from the government at all. Yet there are very hefty fines, which I agree with, and jail time. So hefty fines and jail time if you go and you poach these eggs or poach these turtles or disturb them by simply even using a bright flashing light, right? And I agree with it. And these fines are upward of $100,000, right? But you are not funding the conservationist groups. I don't understand that. And what does that mean? It translates to less resources, right? Less patrols, because these people are not getting paid since 2018. No funding, no fees, no stipend, no salary, no nothing. And it kind of makes me angry, which I didn't intend to have this kind of an emotion on display in my video, but I just felt like it was necessary for me to point that out as well. And which is why, um, if you care about these turtles and this is something that you want to do, they usually charge a fee to have a guided tour. And I don't think it's expensive. We paid $100 per adult and $50 per child, right? Which I don't think is too crazy. And these fees don't go into their pockets. According to them, this fee is money that they gather in order to buy equipment for themselves to protect these animals. So pretty much what they are doing, Arlene, Simba, and whoever else, what they are doing is their job out of love and dedication for what they signed up for. No compensation. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, anyway. So Arlene and Simba, I've mentioned before, were our tour guides and they did a fantastic job. But we've learned so many facts about leatherback turtles that are so intriguing to me. I just found that these animals are incredible. I have a newfound respect for these animals. Now, I have some points on a sheet of paper in my hand. So my head is going to be down for a little bit because I want to actually read um, the points that I jotted down. So I want you to bear with me. But I just, before we get into the actual footage from that night, I want to just read some of the points that I have here because I don't want to mix up anything. I want to be as factual as possible and give you the right information, right? So I'm about to read. I'm about to read, right? Nice. So I feel like when I was doing this, I felt like I was back in school doing some kind of social studies project that has been ages ago. But anyway, here's my little project. Hope y'all are proud of me. All right, so facts about leatherback turtles. Right. So leatherback turtles return to the very same beach where they were born, as guided by their natural instincts, the sun, the moon, water temperature, and even the Earth's magnetic field. I did not know this. I knew that they came back to the beach that they were born, but I did not, and I assume, I guess, that they would have depending on their natural instincts, but I did not know that they used what you'll call that the cosmics to help them as a guide as well to come back to that beach, right? Um, and because of that, this is why we must never ever interfere with the hatchlings. Now, I have seen videos where people, children, they go to see the hatchlings obviously come from the nest and migrate to the ocean. And some of them might go astray, some of them might be having a little bit of a difficult time to find the water. And our instinct, I guess, would be to pick up the hatchling and try to aid it into the water. That is frowned upon that is frowned upon because that is something that we should never ever do. And the reason why is um that initial journey is critical to their development and their mapping coordination, right? Um, Simple actions like picking up these hatchlings, it disrupts that process. And it can even affect their chances of survival because they are very, very fragile as well. So we are not to handle the hatchlings because as gentle as we think we are as well, we have to remember that these hatchlings are very, very fragile. And what they are doing, making their way from the nest to the ocean, is a critical time for them with their coordination, their mapping, their senses, their development, right? And as like I said, as gentle as we think we are, because they are so fragile, you don't want to harm them in any kind of way. So do not, if you go learn about watching this season, next season, whenever, do not handle the hatchlings. Please, please tell your children, leave the cutie pies alone. Leave the little turtles alone. And we cannot, no, don't pick them up. Right? All right. These hatchlings grow well over 6 feet to 2,000 pounds. All right. So they are the fastest swimming sea turtles and the deepest diving sea turtles. Hence their unique rubbery leather-like shell. Again, remember the thing I was telling you about the design that is good, right? Because a regular hard shell it would crack under that kind of pressure. Remember, you diving deep and you're diving fast. So I don't know how you'll measure that psi or something. That how you measure pressure? I don't even know. But let me just say for the sake of this video and for the lack of my own understanding of metrics, that level of psi would crack a hard shell and obviously endanger the life of a regular turtle. Hence, the leatherback turtle has that rubbery like thing, so that could withstand the pressure going down to those kinds of depths and at the speed at which it goes as well. God. Right? I also learned that each turtle can lay over 100 eggs in a single nest, and I saw that for myself. Y'all, this was so incredible. Can't wait for y'all to see the footage that will follow. Anyway, amongst the fertilized eggs are unfertilized eggs, also known as fake eggs, right? So what I've come to understand is that when she digs her nest, and by the way, she digs it in a particular shape, right? That would avoid collapse and all of these things, right? So she's an engineer too. I feel like women across all species are just incredible, just saying. But anyway, um, well, females. So she digs her nest in a particular type, in a particular shape. She knows what she's doing. I can explain it. Um, and then she would lay some of these fake eggs as a cushion in the nest, as a little buffer to protect the eggs, the fertilized eggs that she's going to be placing on top. And then in between, so like let's say she might lay 30, 40 eggs, then she will go ahead and lay some fake eggs again, right? And how you know the difference? The unfertilized eggs tend to be a bit smaller, right? And then so she would continue that process. So fake eggs, real eggs, fake eggs, they like Alyssa, um, lasagna. Oh god. Yeah, so that's how she does it. And what the purpose of these fake eggs as well, what they do, besides create a buffer to protect the fertilized eggs, what it does as well is to help to maintain the structure of the nest that she would have dug, so that the it doesn't it keeps the integrity of the nest, the structural integrity of the nest. It doesn't collapse on the eggs and all of these things. And also what I found out is that as these eggs come to maturity, um the fake eggs would shrink almost and dry up, right? So it's happening simultaneously. The fertilized eggs are growing and the unfertilized eggs are shrinking and whatnot. So once the hatchlings come out, they hatch. What happens next is that the space that the fake eggs would have created, because they've shrunk now, it gives the hatchlings enough room to dig out and come out. Your nature is so incredible to me. So that is the purpose of the fake eggs. What I also learned, and I'm not sure if I am saying this correctly, for those who might know, if you're watching the video, um, if you know, maybe you could correct me in the comment section. But I think what they mentioned is she would breed for over 5, 7 male turtles in one season, and she would store the sperm right inside of her, and then like she would fertilize batches of eggs at a time, and then she would go lay one batch, go back out, stay 2 days or 3 days, a week, come back and lay a second batch for our next meal. Just saying, right? um Back to my paper. Yeah, so, oh, I have a little note here as well. The eggs, the fake eggs, that is, helps to regulate the temperature of the nest as well. And just as a side note, and I'm not sure if this is true because I didn't actually research this part, but what the tour guides were telling us as well is that she has the ability to influence the gender of the eggs of her hatchlings, right? Now she can't pick obviously the gender of each one, but if she prefers to have more female, she would dig somewhere that where the sand is warmer, because the cooler the nest, you find that there are more male hatchlings, and the warmer the nest, you find that there are more female hatchlings. So amazing. Now, I just want to clarify something, that while all of this is incredible to see, very fascinating indeed, it comes with responsibility on our part, right? As visitors, you have to respect what you go to witness. And notice I said witness, because you're not going to interfere, you're not going to spook or poach or anything, right? And I know that the people who are watching this video, you all are pretty cool people and understanding people, so I don't have to worry about my viewers here, right? But we have to respect what we go to see. So there are certain rules that we were guided by. Once the turtle was emerging out of the water, we couldn't stand in eye view or in front of the turtle. As a matter of fact, we had to stay about 8 to 10 feet in distance away from the turtle and observe from a distance. We had to maintain quietness at all, because once the turtle feels spooked, once the turtle feels threatened in any kind of way at all, she is going to head back into the water. And we don't want that. And heading back into the water means that she could either come back later or she could just migrate to somewhere else all entirely. And we want to keep our turtles, right? We don't want to risk that. So respect the distance. Be quiet as possible. Nobody say you can't talk, but you have to keep it in hushed tones, right? Lighting. Now, usually, these stores are at night, obviously, and you want to see. Your eyesight mightn't be as good like mine. Well, who am I talking about? I wear glasses and I still can't see. But if you have to have a light, the light must be red. No other color, not blue, not green, not pink, not purple, not certainly not white. It has to be red lights only. Other colors disorient the turtles. So we have to respect that as well. You want to get closer to the turtle. Once she starts a body pit is when she used her 4 flippers to dig the nest, right? At that point, you can approach, you can get a little closer, but we still run the risk of spooking the turtle. So what you do, you stand on the side where she cannot see you, or you stand at the back. Now, when she starts to lay, she goes into a trance. This is the only time that you could walk around, take your pictures. Again, no flash photography, no flash videography. Just so, right? You walk around, you can take your pictures. This is also the time where the qualified, certified, licensed person can go and measure the turtle, touch the turtle, um, tag the turtle, and record whatever other information they want to, right? So I feel like I would have given you as much information in this informative segment of the video. Now I want to show you the video because we went and it was good. But before before I do that, I want to tell you a little bit about Butter Stars. So just hold on for a 30-second-ish video of my business that you can feel free to support by me. Butterstars offers a wide range of ready to bake, sweet, and savory pastries, along with burger patties, nuggets, meatballs, lasagna, etc. We also offer fresh coconut bakes and a variety of traditional and signature breads. We also provide catering services and curated brunch boxes for any occasion. Follow Butterstars using the link in the description for details on our pop-up markets and sales. Welcome to Ray and a Recipe. Today we are doing a turtle watching tour. This fisherman.
Why? Where you feed?
Ready?
Are you going to feed the turtles?
Feed me.
Let's see, what are you grateful for?
This week. People will probably.
Guys, remember this turtle right here, so you have to limit your mental weight and understand it. Like, if you could just work it out and outside. How much? That's what I want. You'll just put it.
Mm-hmm.
So amazing how God made them. But they could do that
Really,
on the
thank you
land.
for always being here with me. Yeah. You want to come and water down there?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Mm. Yes.
Huh? So the main lab is everything. So when you open them out, you see everything. You see everything.
Mm-hmm.
They release the soap and also behind the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright.
So we can proceed. Thanks again. So we are back from our leatherback turtle viewing tour. It was a lovely experience. Firstly, from the in the beginning it was after a rough start actually. I was kind of skeptical. I would reserve my comments, but when we got there, we actually got to see turtles. Because for the first time when I went, we didn't see any turtles actually. So this time was really nice. We got to see the turtle lay eggs, and we also saw them. How much you see too? I just say it had like about 3 or 4.
It has
It's me
7.
talking to Rihanna for feedback, and she just watching me the camera and say nothing.
No,
Oh
oh my
it had
god.
3 then?
No, it has 7 on the beach right now.
Right, so it had 7. We got to see 2. I feel we should go edit out. But yeah, it was a great experience. Yeah. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yes, I would. Casey, what do you think? Daddy, what do you think?
So I was parched.
The experience was a very good one for me. The drive was
Breathtaking.
very long, but it was worth it.
It
Right?
was.
I had a nice experience. I always hear about people coming to see turtles and legs and things like that. Actually see the process for myself this time, right? And I feel I can come back and watch it again because it's really a serious study about these turtles. I watching how
Yeah.
these people and them who taking care of these turtles when they're laying the egg. I think they really studied good and they know the history.
True.
And
Yeah.
I'm watching how the turtles covering up the egg.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say after a while it will head back out to sea. We started out with 1, we ended up with about 3, and they said about 4 more coming in. It was a nice experience.
Yeah,
I
it
could
was really
recommend it
nice.
to anybody.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. It really, really was nice and informative.
What can I say?
I think something
If you say nothing, I'll leave
No,
that
yeah,
right
that
there.
also
Period.
stood
It
out
had-
to me is the fact that
I
the
could
people
talk
that
or-
doing the tours are doing it straight out of pocket because they are no longer receiving
Okay, I
government
could say
funding.
They need
something.
money.
Thanks. Yeah, so the first time I had the experience, I'm not sure where it was. It was a lot of years ago, and we went out. It was a treacherous journey to no reward. We saw 1 baby turtle, nothing else. So to actually be able to see it today was really a moment for life.
And I want goes to.
But yeah, it was a really nice experience. Screw you.
You see why she's cracking? I can't talk it. My throat.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, my dear.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Come now. Okay, so I will be ending the vlog right here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
And there is 7 out there right now and counting.
I will leave all it right there.
Stick in the ground. I feel the egg. Very good.
What the hell? Well, go and tell the turtle.
Big
I
eye.
had it.
I see egg like they're chicken egg.
That bigger
That big.
and it's perfectly round.
That's like, yeah. And it's like a sponge ball size. Almost. Oh, big like